Korean Conversation, 한국어 대화, Lesson 3, 제3과. Let's look at our first phrase for this lesson. This phrase is pronounced as 늦어서 미안해요. 늦어서 미안해요. It means I'm sorry I'm late. The next phrase is 지각해서 죄송해요. 지각해서 죄송해요. It means I'm sorry I'm late. The next excuse or apology is 숙제 못해서 죄송합니다. 숙제 못해서 죄송합니다. It means I'm sorry I couldn't do the homework. So as you can see, we are learning some useful classroom phrases. Corporal punishment used to be common in Korean schools. Nowadays, the extent of physical punishment is taking time out in the hallway and raising one's hand for long periods of time. However, the practice of corporal punishment or lack thereof varies from school to school. So this next phrase is a phrase that you might hear a teacher say, 다음에는 늦게 오지 마세요. 다음에는 늦게 오지 마세요. And means next time please don't arrive late. This next phrase is 다음에는 결석하지 마세요. 다음에는 결석하지 마세요. And means next time please don't be absent. Now here's a bit of trivia. Every class has a class president, known as the 반장. The 반장 is responsible for leading the class to morning greeting, which is a greeting directed to the teacher at the beginning of the day. Now this is a phrase that you might hear from a student. 선생님, 질문 있어요. 선생님, 질문 있어요, which means teacher, I have a question. And the teacher might reply, 물어보세요. 물어보세요, which means go ahead, ask. In English, students often call their teacher by their last name, plus Mr., Miss, or Mrs. So, for example, you might hear the name Mrs. Smith or Professor Smith. However, in Korean, students just refer to their teacher with the title 선생님, which simply means teacher. Calling a teacher by his or her name is considered rude, so be careful of that cultural difference. Let's look at another classroom expression. This phrase will be 차는 한국어로 뭐예요? 차는 한국어로 뭐예요? Which means what is car in Korean? The next phrase is 이거 한국어로 뭐라고 해요? 이거 한국어로 뭐라고 해요? It means what do you call this in Korean? If your teacher speaks English, you can just ask 는 한국어로 뭐예요? 는 한국어로 뭐예요? However, if your teacher doesn't understand English, you can just point to an object and ask 이거 한국어로 뭐라고 해요? 이거 한국어로 뭐라고 해요? A lot of these phrases are useful outside of the classroom as well. For example, this phrase means 잘했어요. 잘했어요. It means good job. This next phrase means 맞았어요. 맞았어요. It means that's right. This next phrase is 틀렸어요. 틀렸어요. It means that's wrong. 잘했어요, which means good job. 맞았어요, which means that's right. And 틀렸어요, which means that's wrong, are all expressions that a teacher might say to a student. But these expressions are also used outside of the classroom in other daily situations. Let's look at another phrase. This phrase is 다시 한번 해보세요. 다시 한번 해보세요, which means please try it again. This next phrase is 따라하세요. 따라하세요. It means repeat after me. Next is 더 천천히 말해주세요. 더 천천히 말해주세요. It means please say it more slowly. Let's look at another phrase. 한 번 더 말해주세요. 한 번 더 말해주세요, which means please say it one more time. Phrases like 따라하세요, which means repeat after me, and 다시 한번 해보세요, which means please say it again, are often phrases used by the teacher. But phrases like 더 천천히 말해주세요, please say it more slowly, and 한 번 더 말해주세요, please say it one more time, are often used by students. This next phrase is 이거 못 알아듣겠어요. 이거 못 알아듣겠어요. It means I can't understand this. This next phrase is 이제 알아듣지요. 이제 알아듣지요. 알아듣지요, which means you understand now, right? 이거 못 알아듣겠어요 is commonly used by students, but 이제 알아듣지요 is commonly used by teachers. This next phrase is 한국말만 하세요. 한국말만 하세요. It means please speak Korean only. This next phrase is 칠판에 쓰세요. 칠판에 쓰세요. It means please write on the board. Next is 책을 펴세요. 책을 펴세요. It means please open your book. Finally, the last phrase is 책을 덮으세요. It means please cover your book or close your books. That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.